So we got a question from our buddy Alex, who's been training for over 2 years, and recently he was approached by his coach about doing a blue belt test. His question to me is simply if I have any advice for him leading up to his blue belt test. So Alex, first off, thanks for the question, dude. And I thought about if I had any, advice to give you, but I don't, because you've already done the hardest part, the part that is the toughest for everyone to do, and the part that most people can't do, which is you were consistent, right? It seems very simple. You just show up and do the thing that you're supposed to do, but a lot of people can't do that. Like when you think about people that come into your gym, you've been there for over 2 years. Think about how many people have come and gone in your gym that you don't see anymore, right? And you've continued to train. You've done the hardest part. Like everybody loves the idea of being good at something, whether it be jiu-jitsu or whatever, but the hardest part is being consistent to make that thing happen. Because everything that we do is broken down, like everything that we do is big. Everything that's big is broken down into little things, right? If you think about, as a human, our bodies, right, are broken down into little cells. Your car is broken down into little nuts and bolts at some point, right? And then these training sessions, these big blocks of training leading up to a, promotion or a tournament or whatever it might be, right? These big climactic sort of points where you take it's the culmination of all this hard work. Those points that you get to, these big blocks of training, are always broken down into little chunks, right? So if you think about this 2.5 or 2 years, whatever it's been, this time that you've been training, you can break that down into months of training. You can break that down into days of training. You can break that down into minutes of training where you're rolling with someone, drilling with someone, and it's the way that you go about those minutes, those days, those little things, right? The little things always make the big things. It's the way that you go about those little things that really make the difference for the big things later on. And I was talking to one of my students yesterday, I was saying, if you want to be successful in this stuff, if you want to be, good at jiu-jitsu, right? It always comes down to how are you doing the little stuff? Right? Because again, like you'll see people that want to show up for like the big training sessions, or people get really sucked into these videos where people are training really hard and there's music playing. It's super motivating, right? But that's not what makes you good at this stuff. What makes you good at this stuff is, did you show up, right? Did you come in even when no one's giving you a pat on the back, even when you didn't make a Facebook post about it? You just showed up because you wanted to be there. That's what matters, and that's what makes a difference. Like people, said, like, ask me all the time, like, how did you stay motivated to train all those years? And the answer simply is that I didn't stay motivated. Motivation had nothing to do with it. I love this stuff. I don't know how you can't come into the gym, and like for me, I walk into the gym, and every gym has a similar smell. Like there's something about the mats and all the, I don't know, all the sweat or something, but when I walk into it, I smell it, and man, I get excited, right? I even hear there's a sound that the mats make when you hear feet drag across them. I'll hear it in like instructional videos. I love that sound. It gets me so excited because I know what that means, right? And when you walk into the gym, I don't know how you can't be excited to do training, right? How you can't be excited to see your friends and see people that are really awesome and do something that's so incredible. I don't know how you can't be excited to do that. The hardest part is simply getting here, right? Just get into the gym. Once you walk through the doors, you're in the place you want to be at, right? And so Alex, you've done all the hard work, brother, leading up to this test. So honestly, the only advice I can give you, man, is kick ass. That's it, man. You've done the hard work, so good luck to you on your test. Hope you get promoted. Hope you get the belt. Hope all that hard work that you've put into it comes to fruition. And thanks for the question, dude.